When Precinct 4's ESDs faced having their budgets completely eliminated because of the city of San Antonio annexing, unincorporated Bexar County faced losing its fire protection. Commissioner Calvert had to have a difficult conversation to ask the chiefs to consolidate territories in order to get the ESDs the resources they needed and tamp down the effect of annexation. After state legislation and the mergers improved the potential crisis for fire and EMS service in unincorporated Bexar County, Precinct 4 has turned around its volunteer fire and EMS patchwork into a full-time fire service and new fire stations for a rapidly developing corridor.
Kirby used to handle all of our fire calls. As a matter of fact, the neighbors, if those that can remember, used to donate annually, and you get a sticker in the window of your house to prove that you donated to the fire department. And that's the way calls were handled. I mean, there's no way that could happen today.
When the system began to fail, Commissioner Tommy Calvert stepped in, learning the process, building relationships, and bringing resources where they were needed most.
We now have 2 stations, 30 plus employees, and we're full-time 24-hour operation. When we looked at this property, the spot was perfect for what we wanted to do, but the county was required to have a street. Tommy Calvert was the commissioner, and Tommy worked with myself and decided, yeah, we'll buy the property and we'll build the street, and the county kicked in and helped us with the financial part.
From 0 firefighters to 30 strong, a community protected, a promise kept.
Tommy's leadership has been incredibly important for the East Side because he's actually got something done. Commissioner Calvert represents someone who actually lives there. It's about what's happening on a day-to-day basis in people's lives that they are willing to share with him. You can have someone who gets elected and they technically represent you. And then you can have someone who gets elected and really actually stands with you because he's willing to be the voice for those people who don't have that voice.
In every corner of Bexar County's Precinct 4, his work tells a story of fairness, of progress, and of people who finally feel seen. This is the story of a commissioner who believes that government works best when it works for everyone. Commissioner Tommy Calvert has long believed that our seniors deserve more than services. They deserve joy, connection, and creativity. Through his early support, Seniors in Play brought the arts to senior centers across Bexar County.
We've been in existence about 7 years. We started in 2018, took a virtual hiatus during COVID for a couple of years when all the senior centers were shut down. And now we're thriving. First guy I went to was Tommy Calvert. He's the first guy who said, you had me at hello, how can I help? And he was very supportive, very enthusiastic about this idea. We want to thank Commissioner Calvert from being the first, and certainly one of the first people to support us to make this happen, to make this a success.
From 2 centers to 16 across Bexar County, what began with one idea and one commissioner's belief has become a movement, keeping our seniors not just active, but alive with purpose. In the fields of Dover, a neighborhood once marked by struggle has become a story of resilience. Working hand in hand with residents, Commissioner Tommy Calvert helped turn a community's hopes into action. And action into lasting change. With a $300,000 investment, additional amenities to the fields of Dover Park transformed open land into a safe, beautiful space for families. Part of a larger effort to reduce crime, strengthen trust, and bring pride back to the community.
Back then, it was a lot of high crime rate around here, and we had a couple of symposiums and dealing with now Sheriff Salazar on trying to reduce the crime in the area and beautification. And he had the last project, he helped give us some monies for the new playground equipment. We got some park benches coming in.
From fighting crime to funding recreation, Commissioner Calvert's approach has always been the same. Meet people where they are, listen, and build solutions together. Today, the Fields of Dover stands as a symbol of partnership and pride. For nearly a decade, Commissioner Tommy Calvert steadily worked to bring healthcare access closer to families across Bexar County. His vision began as a single conversation and grew into two $450 million hospitals. For years, families in Northeast Bexar County paid into the public health system, but had no local hospital to serve them. Commissioner Tommy Calvert set out to change that, leading an 8-year effort to bring University Health to the fast-growing I-35 corridor. This led to the acquisition of 42 acres for the new University Health Hospital and another twin facility on the south side. These two hospitals, which he gave birth to, represent over $1 billion new healthcare investment. He has voted for more than a dozen tax cuts, more than any other elected official on the ballot in Bexar County, and is also reshaping healthcare, equity, and growth for generations to come. Commissioner Tommy Calvert's vision for a cleaner, safer Bexar County began along Salado Creek. Working with RiverAid San Antonio, his office helped fund and install the region's first litter boom technology. A partnership with Coca-Cola, the City of San Antonio, and the Osprey Initiative.
So a litter boom is a littering capturing system that we lay across a waterway. And what it does is it passively consolidates trash and floatable waste as it flows down our waterways. And Commissioner Calvert was instrumental in forming the partnerships that enabled this installation. Commissioner Calvert was one of the first people I went to with this mission. He showed up to that first cleanup, he showed up to our second cleanup, and he helped us make connections in Bexar County and in the city of San Antonio to really grow this mission much quicker than we could have on our own. 4.5 years later, clearing 600,000 pounds of trash out of waterways, thanks to Commissioner Calvert's support and so many representatives and city officials like him.
Since that first cleanup, RiverAid has cleared more than 600,000 pounds of trash from area waterways. And Bexar County, through Commissioner Calvert's leadership, has invested $25,000 to expand the effort. Commissioner Tommy Calvert has championed a total of more than $170,000 in funds for Karma Youth Empowered, a program giving kids across San Antonio's south and east sides a safe place to learn, play, and grow.
I think would give a positive, safe place for kids to be. All the children love being here. You know, when they told me to put in for the 75th NBA anniversary grant, I was a little hesitant because, you know, out of all the gymnasiums in San Antonio, you know, Tommy is the one that recommended us. And next thing you know, we got it. He got the Spurs involved with the Spurs Give. They matched the grant. And then next thing you know, we're working on getting a new floor.
On behalf of the people of Bexar County, we want to present a $5,000 check as a small sign of gratitude to Karma Youth Empowerment for the summer program for our youth. Give it up to Ron and Pinky.
Once an abandoned drive-in, today it's a model for hope. Town Twin Village, a permanent supportive housing community for seniors once living on the streets.
Well, the site is for people who have been chronically homeless. We created this to create a place of dignity where people can come here, they can have a tiny home. We treat the folks here just like we would treat our neighbor in a neighborhood.
Commissioner Tommy Calvert helped fund this project with more than $9 million in county investment, creating homes and stability for those who need it most.
Commissioner Calvert has been and was very supportive from the beginning.
In 2017, Commissioner Tommy Calvert told Mayor Ivy Taylor, the city of San Antonio needs a housing bond, and the city's first ever housing bond was born. It began with a simple idea he shared with Mayor Taylor and the city manager, Cheryl Scully, that San Antonio needed a dedicated housing bond to make homeownership and rehabilitation achievable for San Antonio's working class community. That idea started with a $22 million investment in 2017 and grew under Mayor Nuremberg closer to Calvert and the community's dreams to $150 million in 2022, helping thousands of residents buy, repair, and keep their homes. Commissioner Calvert's leadership has helped transform San Antonio's downtown. Commissioner Calvert didn't just imagine a vibrant downtown, he helped build it. His financial support can be found in nearly every major high-rise, from the Thompson Hotel and Arts Residences to the projects reshaping the Broadway corridor and the East Side. He helped create more than 1,800 jobs by bringing international investment home to partner with local business people to turn around San Antonio's once stagnant downtown.
You know, Commissioner Calvert grew up in San Antonio, grew up coming to the Whitty Museum. He's very well educated, and he knows the importance of all the school children coming here to the Whitty. And so when we presented the idea of redoing the Whitty Museum to include the diversion dam to bring water to Mission de Valero, which is now the Alamo, he was intrigued, but more important, what he really liked was the idea that this would be a riparian habitat. It would, lean into the beautiful cypress trees and ponds that are found along the rivers of Texas. And so that was very important to him. In an urban area, how can we bring the landscape into the historic narrative?
As vice chair of the Houston Street TIRZ, Commissioner Calvert led the effort to create a new African American archive and museum at Alamo Plaza, a lasting tribute to history, art, and resilience. Through his leadership, San Antonio's downtown continues to grow into a hub of culture, innovation, and opportunity for everyone who calls this city home. Across Bexar County, Commissioner Tommy Calvert's leadership has strengthened neighborhoods, expanded opportunity, and brought new life to communities from the Beacon Hill to Elmendorf and Selma. Together, these voices tell one story, a story of service, compassion, and lasting change.